Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Vol Boys talking about the SEC. Um, had a good week of games. We talked about in the last video on Sunday, but today we're going to be doing a power ranking, but using the tier list for the teams this week for the SEC, where they're at right now. Um, so yeah, I'm here with Trevor, by the way.
So
So, I think we should start out by talking about the bottom and kind of figure it out from there. Uh, we're
okay,
gonna. There's a terrible for this list we have. There's terrible, not that good, good, borderline contenders, and conference favorites. Um, I mean the obvious choice for terrible, and I mean you can disagree with me. I don't think you're gonna disagree with me. Is Kentucky? I mean, you agree with that?
yeah, for sure. I mean, I think it's the only automatic win in the whole league. The quarterback play is terrible. Their defense is mid.
I
They're
mean,
not going to be 10 of these big games.
I saw a stat today that apparently none of the receivers have caught a touchdown this season.
That tells you about all you need to know about that team.
Yeah. And I mean, we can end it there. There's nothing else to say. Now,
I
as
definitely wouldn't have anyone else in the terrible tier. Uh,
I'd agree, maybe Arkansas is probably the closest to being in that tier to me. But who knows with Bobby
South
Petrino?
too.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't think terrible. I think terrible is too strong of a word though.
sure. Yeah, sure. I think we should actually put both those teams straight into not that good. I
Yeah.
think that could lead us off there. Quick thing about Arkansas, really bad defense, pretty good offense. They can score some points. South Carolina, big letdown this year. I think Sellers has been pretty bad and they can't run the football.
I totally agree. I will say I think Arkansas could get better with Bobby Petrino, but I mean they're I don't see much of an improvement. We'll see next week when they play Tennessee, but I think not that good is a pretty good spot for them or like accurate spot. Their defense is just really bad.
Anyone see anyone else you would add to that tier?
I don't know. I feel like overall the SEC is pretty even with the rest of them. I feel
I'm
like not that good is maybe too strong for most of them. After tonight, Mississippi State's borderline, but I still think they're a pretty good team, so I wouldn't want to put them there personally. And
I think
Auburn, maybe.
I think I'd argue Mississippi State and Auburn would be not that good because I don't think that those teams are.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you want to just start filling out good and see what happens?
Yeah, I'd say we put them in good because they both are teams that could catch a few, and they're
Yeah.
probably more in between the categories, maybe slightly less than good, slightly above, not that good, but we'll
I
start
almost think
out
it.
with them there.
Yeah, I think because I think you also have to throw LSU in there as well. I mean, their offense has been atrocious so far this season.
Yeah.
Uh, and I mean, I think you also probably have to put Texas in there as well.
Yeah, I agree.
Just same reason. Atrocious offense and pretty good defense. Like
And
LSU and Texas are very similar teams. Their
and
offensive lines are both bad.
yeah.
They both can't run the football.
And Texas just from this last game, Arch did not look good.
Yeah,
Gus
Nussmeier.
Nussmeier's been pretty mid as well.
I think you also, yeah, Florida should go in there.
I was about to say the
Uh,
same thing. I think that's it.
I think I think they're close to not. See, before this week, I would say they were in the not that good tier.
This
You
week
know?
changes your mindset on them, though. I think
Yeah.
they get the nod this week. I think this week, out of all these teams, which LSU didn't play this week and Auburn didn't play this week, right?
Yeah, I'd probably have
I
Florida at the very, if you're gonna move them over, I'd put them first in this tier. Then I'd put Mississippi State, then probably LSU, Texas, Auburn.
what the heck?
Probably.
There. Yeah,
You could argue LSU is probably better than Mississippi State.
yeah.
Say,
Mississippi
yeah, I
State
would
had
say
a
that.
tough game.
Yeah, I would just say that. But I think we got the rest of that right. South Carolina is probably better than Arkansas. But yeah, I think the rest are up here. The borderline contenders are conference favorites here.
Yeah, and I think I don't know which is which, but we should probably put four in each. Do you agree with that?
Uh,
Just because I think
yeah,
it's
I would agree with that. I think
um
I think you start out with Vanderbilt as the borderline contenders.
yeah, I agree.
I think they're also the best borderline contender.
You think?
I think
I don't know
so.
who your other borderline contenders are, so I
I
might agree with that.
I'll just throw mine out there real quick. Mine is Vanderbilt, Ole Miss, Texas A&M, Missouri.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
think
I
it's
think Texas A&M might be better.
I would agree with that. I would agree with that. And I think that's the rest is as follows. I think it's Vanderbilt, Ole Miss, Missouri.
Yeah, but I think all of these teams have been pretty good though. Ole
See,
Miss
yeah,
seems Ole Miss is highly ranked right now. I do think that they're benefiting from having played LSU and LSU being severely overrated. I think that's
yes.
one thing that's really helped them. So I think I do agree with you that Vanderbilt and A&M are better. Missouri, I think is good. It's
Hmm.
hard to really know though with them. These teams are pretty even, I'd say.
Yeah, so for the thing about the borderline contenders is I think one of these teams is going to have a chance to make the SEC championship at the end of the season.
Yeah.
I just don't know which one.
Yeah, and we'll see. We'll see as the rest of these games go. I mean, Missouri plays Bama next week. That's a good
Yeah.
game for them to prove it. I don't know who the other teams play next week. A&M probably is
They're undefeated.
they're they probably should be in the conference favorites, but I don't know. It's so close.
I still like them less than I like the rest of these teams because I just don't think their quarterback's that good. And I think the rest of these teams have a really good quarterback or a good quarterback
Yeah,
that can win games. I think Gunnar Stockton can even win you games.
the hard thing with Oklahoma though is Mateer's out. So
Right.
I agree with you, but who knows how good Oklahoma's going to play without Mateer. That's why I guess I'd put Oklahoma as the last in the conference favorites then just for that reason.
If they survive, so if they survive, man, it's tough. They got Texas, South Carolina, Ole Miss before they play Tennessee when I think Mateer's going to be back. Um, they gotta win two out of the three.
Yeah. Now a
Um,
lot of this is going to change as the weeks go on. This is just kind of how where it feels like right now. And I feel like a lot of people might would get onto us for having A&M and Ole Miss below some of these teams. But I
here's
don't
my
know.
thing. Here's my thing about Tennessee is compared to these other teams, I like their schedule better.
Yeah,
And from a power ranking standpoint, you would probably have A&M above Tennessee, right?
but from a conference favorites like
From a conference
competing, yeah,
from
that makes
from a
sense.
power ranking conference favorite standpoint, I'd probably have them higher. Uh, A&M just they have three straight road games: Arkansas, LSU, Missouri, and they play Texas on the road as well. That's tough. That is really tough.
Well, and neither of those teams are going to play each other either, so you're never really going to know who would win because you're never going to see them play.
I like how we have it. I think that Alabama is a true conference favorite. I
Yeah,
think at this point they're probably your favorite to win the league. Definitely the favorite to make it to the title game.
I agree.
The rest of the teams is kind of tough because Georgia has a conference loss, Tennessee has a conference loss, Oklahoma's undefeated, Texas A&M's undefeated in conference, Ole Miss is undefeated in conference. So like it is tough to like fit these teams in the right spot, but
Yeah, and it's
I
just so hard because a lot of that I feel like the SEC from top, well, from Auburn up is pretty. Like, there's definitely like Auburn, Alabama are pretty far. Like Alabama's a lot better than Auburn, but like it's like there's a lot of closeness like from the teams next to each other going up. Like there's a good disparity between Alabama and Auburn, but like that, I don't know if that makes sense, but like it's like a lot of the
like
teams are close.
like we said earlier, Florida went to the top of not that good to the top of good in one game.
Yeah.
If that tells you anything about the league, they jumped 4 or 5 teams to get there, in our opinion.
Mm-hmm. We probably would have had them behind South Carolina maybe last week, or at
Probably,
least
probably
definitely would have had them behind LSU, Mississippi State, Texas, and Auburn.
by far. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and I mean, you go look at our video last week, our power rankings video. I'm sure this is way different than what we had last week.
Besides the top four, way different.
Yeah, which even the top four, we probably have a different order.
Yeah, for sure.
Which did we even have Alabama in our top four?
We might not have because they haven't played anyone yet.
I think we had A&M.
Mm-hmm.
I think
They're
Alabama jumping in just kind of bumped A&M out.
two huge wins though. Georgia, Vanderbilt, one on the road, one at home, and they're playing hot too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we'll see how it looks next week whenever we do this again. But for now, that's what we got.
Yep. Uh, Thank y'all for watching. We'll see y'all in the next video. Hopefully posting that one on Thursday, I think. So stay tuned for that one and see y'all in the next one.